Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome. One of the most revered emperors in Roman history, Marcus Aurelius was known for his interest in philosophy. He came from a well-off, well-known family in politics. Marcus Aurelius studied hard as a child, picking up Latin and Greek. However, he was most interested in the philosophy of Stoicism, which placed a strong emphasis on fate, logic, and restraint. Marcus Aurelius drew heavily on the writings of the Stoic philosopher and former slave Epictetus in his discourses. Early life. Even the Emperor Hadrian took note of his serious and tenacious personality. Hadrian adopted Titus Aurelius Antoninus to succeed him as emperor after his first choice for the position passed away. Additionally, Hadrian made arrangements for Antoninus to raise Marcus Aurelius and his predecessor's children. Marcus Aurelius was adopted by Antoninus when he was about 17 years old. While learning the ins and outs of politics and public administration, he worked alongside his adopted father. Entry into politics. Marcus Aurelius assumed the position of consul, or head of the Senate, in 140. He would occupy this position twice more during his lifetime. He gained greater responsibility and authority as the years went by, becoming a valuable source of support and guidance for Antoninus. Marcus Aurelius also pursued his studies in philosophy and became intrigued with law. Marcus Aurelius appeared to have a happy personal life in addition to a flourishing job. In 145, he wed Faustina, the emperor's daughter. They had numerous children together, albeit some of them did not survive. Their son Commodus and daughter Lucilla are the most well-known. Becoming emperor, Marcus Aurelius ascended to power and assumed the title Marcus Aurelius Antoninus Augustus after the death of his adopted father in 161. Marcus Aurelius insisted that his adopted brother rule alongside him, even though other sources claim Antoninus chose him as his only heir. Lucius Aurelius Verus Augustus was his brother. The joint reign of the two brothers was characterized by war and disease, in contrast to Antoninus' tranquil and prosperous administration. They were in conflict with the Parthian Empire in the 1,600 seconds over areas in the east. Marcus Aurelius stayed in Rome, while Verus was in charge of the war campaign. The generals serving under Verus, especially Avidius Cassius, have been credited with a large part of their victory in this battle. Later, he was appointed governor of Syria. A plague that the returning soldiers brought back to Rome persisted for years and killed some of the populace. The two kings faced a new military confrontation with German tribes in the late 1,600 seconds as the Parthian War came to a close. A Roman city was invaded by German barbarians that crossed the Danube. Marcus Aurelius and Verus left to confront the invaders after gathering the required resources and men. After Verus' death in 169, Marcus Aurelius continued his campaign against the Germans on his own. Challenges to his authority. He encountered another difficulty in 175, this time for his very position. As a result of hearing a rumor that Marcus Aurelius was terminally ill, Avidius Cassius declared himself to be the new emperor. Marcus Aurelius was compelled to go to the east to retake authority as a result. However, Cassius was killed by his own soldiers, thus he did not need to engage in combat. Instead, Marcus Aurelius and his wife went on a tour of the eastern provinces to reclaim their power. Unfortunately, Faustina passed away while we were there. Marcus Aurelius appointed his son Commodus as co-ruler in 177 while fighting the German tribes once more. Together, they fought the empire's northern foes. Marcus Aurelius even believed that this war would allow the empire to expand its frontiers, but he did not live long enough to see this dream come true. On March 17, 180, Marcus Aurelius passed away. After becoming emperor, his son Commodus swiftly put an end to the northern military endeavors. But Marcus Aurelius is better known for his contemplative character and his rationally based reign, not for the battles he fought. The Meditations is a book that contains a compilation of his ideas. The text is full of his life notes based on his Stoic philosophy.